Okay, what's going on, guys? Now today, we had already finished stripping out the interior on the last video, so today I'm gonna focus on tearing apart the exterior, and then we can finish pulling out the inner loom of the wire harness and all that good stuff. But since Mark is at work today, I'm gonna go ahead and pull off the front bumper, the headlights, the rear bumper, the hood, the fenders, the tail lights, etc., everything to get this car ready for paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this camera on a tripod and get to work.
Sometimes we just don't know that we can do anything together if we just try. And as long as we have our backs, whenever our foes combine, this time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. Castles and dragons, the battle begins tonight. Are you with me? This is our kingdom, and we won't run tonight. We are a team. Castles and dragons, the battle begins tonight. Are you?
Okay, well that's pretty much how you take off the front end. Okay, now that I've showed you how to take off the front bumper, pretty much the whole front end, I'm gonna show you how to take off the rear bumper. Now you're gonna go ahead and get into your trunk. If you don't already have all the stuff out, obviously take it out. But since I've already stripped it, you're gonna wanna start off with these. There's two nuts, it's too dark, sorry, but there are two nuts right here, and two nuts on the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those nuts off, and then we'll go from there. Okay, now once you get those bolts off, you're gonna wanna go ahead. I believe they said there are about 5 bolts at the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and get underneath here and try to figure out where those are at. We'll move on to the tail lights. Okay, now that I have the bumper off and the crash beam off, because it came off as a whole assembly, I showed you how to do that. Now we're gonna go ahead and take off the tail lights and this little trim piece so we can get it finally ready for the paint. So if you come look in here, there are about 22 8mm bolts that would be like all along the side of the back trunk and then two 10 millimeters that hold in the locking key, and then you have to remove it. I've already gone ahead and removed all 22 bolts. So now we're gonna have to try to pry it off because it's like on with some factory adhesive. So let's go ahead and probably gonna take a little bit of force. Centerpiece. So you see this sticky stuff right here, it's an adhesive that comes in from the factory. I assume so it doesn't get leaked inside when it gets raining. So use a little bit of pressure to get those off. That middle trim piece comes off. And that's how you remove the taillights. Well, that's pretty much how you take off the taillights. So now that the taillights are off, the headlights are off, the bumpers are off, the crash beams are off, the fenders are off, the car's pretty much stripped down to as much as I want it stripped down. We're obviously gonna have to go into the interior and clean up the residual residue, probably get some Goo Gone or degreaser and like just pick it all up. But yeah, other than that, we need to get this car ready to get onto the lift over there and then pull out the motor, the transmission, the drive shaft, the drivetrain, all that, so they can go ahead and paint the engine bay. So yeah, until the next time guys, later.